Hello, not done a video for a while, so I thought I would just record something as I'm going to work, because I haven't got much time to do it at the minute. So yeah, not done anything for ages. Mostly had my focus elsewhere for the past year. Basically been playing X-Wing miniatures for the most part, focusing on that. Been doing pretty well at that. Didn't go to the national championships this weekend, just gone, because this weekend coming is TF Nation, and I couldn't really afford to do both. So these kind of conventions only come along once a year, really, don't they? So I can play X-Wing, you know, much more often. So even though it's national, I mean, I'm not going to win a national championship, so no great loss. So yeah, TF Nation this weekend. I am really looking forward to it, actually. Haven't been really doing much of the TF thing since last year's convention, actually. So mostly because of X-Wing. And it also got to that point where, collecting wise, I kind of had most of the things I've been looking for since I got back into it. Like, you know how like when something's new and shiny and you've got to buy all the things, and I kind of got to the point where I'd kind of reached almost saturation point. So I kind of tuned out a little bit. Haven't been doing any videos obviously since last year's haul video. And I've probably bought, the amount of bots I bought this year, you can probably count on one hand, excluding I did do the Collectors Club again this year, although didn't sign up for the last run because the timing of it with financials and things like that, so it didn't work out, and there wasn't a lot in the last set I was really that bothered about, so I just didn't bother with the last set. But yeah, I didn't really bother with Combiner Wars much because, I don't know, just wasn't doing it for me. Got a couple of figures. I got like First Aid, but that's other than the Collectors Club stuff. Mayhem Attack Squad and Thunder Mayhem, or whatever the combined form's called. I can't even remember now. Yeah, that's basically it. Combined Wars. Titans Return looks quite interesting, actually. There's a couple of figures I definitely want, and I'll see what I can get at TFN. But yeah, looking forward to it. I've been playing a bit of the Earth Wars game since just over a week. Really enjoying that. It's very similar to Clash of Clans, if you're familiar with that. It's basically a reskinned version of that with a few tweaks here and there, but it's actually a much more enjoyable game because it's a genre, is that the right word I'm looking for? I don't think it is, but I much more enjoy playing a Transformers version of the game than generic fantasy character type thing. So yeah, I've been enjoying that, and I see they're going to have some of the people from the game are going to be at TFN and possibly running some little event type thing, so be interested to check that out. But yeah, so come along this Friday, probably mid-afternoon. I'm probably aiming to get there at the minute. Like I say, like 2-3 o'clock, hopefully traffic permitting. And I'm staying till Sunday night, which is pretty much what I normally do. My friend John's not coming this year. Sadly, he can't afford it. He's got other commitments, like his honeymoon, so that's fair enough. So that left me with an open space in my room, but Anton has filled the void, as it were. He was sort of umming and ahhing about whether he was going to come or not, and so I kind of twisted his arm, and he's rooming with me now, so all good. As for the convention itself, yeah, I'm actually, last year I don't know if I was feeling burned out or whether I was just, I don't know, I wasn't like majorly up for it last year, although I still enjoyed it. But this year, I think because I've sort of kind of taken a step back, I've kind of, it's more exciting again this year because I haven't really been doing Transformers. I've been reading the comics, the trades, that is, so I'm behind on wherever they're up to currently. But that's about the only thing I've been doing really, TF wise. But yeah, looking forward to convention, looking forward to seeing everyone again. Is there anything I'm particularly after? There's a few things. I've sort of in the last week or so, as I always seem to do just before the convention, we seem to get a craving for a particular thing, and I virtually never manage to find whatever it is I'm after. But I would really like a Fans Toys Saw, the Masterpiece Swoop analogue. But it's got to be the blue chest version. I saw the red version there last year for a really good price actually, last year at AA, but not the blue version, but I only want the blue version, so going to be keeping an eye out for that. Titans Return wise, I'd really like Hardhead, but it's got to be the Japanese version from Tigra, because I want, you know, Hardhead's always had a mouth in the animation, both Western and Japanese, so I like a Tigra Hardhead. Maybe a couple of the little heads as well. I quite like the Clobber and Ape Face. What else? Still need to get a proper cliff jumper to replace my KO. Couldn't find one last year, unfortunately, so I'll be looking out for one of those again. Still looking for a bloody Pretender Stranglehold. I can't find one of those anywhere, but it's got to be complete. I got offered one last year before the convention, but it didn't have the guns, so I don't really want to go hunting for little guns for second wave Pretenders, because they are fucking impossible to find. Pardon my French. I'd like the Air Razor from this year's BotCon, but from what I've been seeing online, it's going to be priced more than I'm probably willing to pay, to be honest. I've seen it at 110 quid, I've seen it at 80 quid. I'm not paying that for a deluxe, even for a BotCon figure. I'd go to probably about 50 or so. So I'm probably not going to be able to get that. No, it's no biggie. Anything else? I've reserved with Sid, I've reserved one of the Scorpionator cassettes, because it's A, an exclusive, and B, a cassette, so it ticks all my boxes. So yeah, looking forward to getting that. Got one saved, ready for pickup at the convention. Yeah, that's probably more or less it, what I'm looking for. Got a reasonable amount of money to take this year, as long as nothing goes wrong between now and Friday, touch wood. But yeah, just really looking forward to it. I thought I'd record this today, just do something different in the car. Yeah, just looking forward to seeing everyone, and yeah, should be a good weekend. I'll see you all then.